Hello, Buff fans, and welcome back to the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Cale Steed. The Buffs are coming off a 52-7 win over Incarnate Word, and in the studio is Coach Don Carthel. You started off fast, and you never looked back.
We didn't. We played 4 quarters of intense football. The guys were ready to play, and I was real proud of them for getting up for this game and playing their hearts out for us.
And we all know about your offense and another good performance from Vaughn, but that defense, man, all over the place.
They were getting after it. A lot of 3 and outs, a lot of turnovers, especially in the second half, where we were stripping the ball and hawking the ball with the secondary as well. You know, Mario Goins had 2 great interceptions there. One of them's unbelievable. So just the way they got turnovers and pursued to the football and everything was really impressive.
Yeah, and just talk about that this year. At least seems you got a lot more speed, a lot more depth. Just kind of talk about that a little bit for us.
Well, we're actually redshirting a guy that most years would have started for us in the defensive line. We're at least 3 deep at all 3 positions, so in great shape there. Aaron Wampler is, a starter for us in the past, and he's not getting that much playing time, but it's mainly because he's also our deep snapper, and we're trying to protect him a little bit. We can't afford to get him hurt right now.
All right, and up next we will discuss this week's matchup versus Tarleton. We'll be right back after the break.
The wind can run, but it can't hide.
See your High Country Chevy dealers.
Welcome back to the WT Coach Show. I'm your host, Cale Steed. We have Coach Don Carthel in studio with us. And one thing we haven't discussed much on these coaches shows is the new LSC. You're not having to go to Oklahoma. You're staying in Texas, majority. You know, so except for Eastern New Mexico, which comes here. So kind of, how are you liking it so far?
Well, it's a lot tougher. There's, our non-conference games now, we've got to go to Central Washington and places like that to get people to play us. So, without the Oklahoma's schools on our schedule, it really, makes it a tough year. If you play 10 or 11 games straight, well, it's going to be a battle every week. And this year is no exception. This conference is really, really tough with the all Texas schools in Eastern New Mexico, the big rivalry we have right there. And Tarleton and Angelo are very, very much improved teams. So there's just no easy weeks.
And speaking of improved teams, you just said Tarleton, they almost knock off Abilene Christian. They hang with Texas State. Very dangerous.
They are. They're always really, really talented, and this year is no exception. They've probably got as many transfers from Division I schools as like University of North Alabama does. Very talented at every position. They run fast. They're playing with a lot of confidence this year, and that's scary because with all that talent and confidence, well, they'll really give us fits out there, I'm sure.
And that game is at 7 o'clock in Tarleton on Saturday. So big game for the Buffs, and thank you for joining us. For more information, please visit GoBuffsGo.com or follow us on Facebook for the WT Sports Network. I'm your host, Cale Steed.